Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope 2025 was amazing and healthy for you, and I want to wish another healthy and amazing year of 2026 to everyone. For me, it was a good year and I'm really looking forward to next year. But in terms of films, we got a lot of great films from 2025, which I made a top 10 video about it like last week. So I'm really looking forward to 2026 because some of the upcoming releases are absolutely massive. So in this video, I'll be going over my top 10 most anticipated films for me personally. This list isn't for everyone, it's just me and my taste. Either way, of 2026. Like I said, there's a lot of big releases. So without further ado, let's start. I want to give a couple of honorable mentions before I start my top 10. The first one being 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, the sequel to 28 Years Later. I really enjoyed 28 Years Later. I wasn't blown away by it, but the concept of the loneliness and the grief the character of Ray Fiennes was going in that film was very interesting to me, so I'm really intrigued in seeing his character being the main focus in the sequel, which comes out this month in January. I don't know, I love the horror elements of that film. Like the first 1 hour of 28 Years Later was absolutely brilliant, and then the second half wasn't as good. So overall, I enjoyed it, but Ray Fiennes' character was literally the best thing about that film. So a film concentrating on him, yeah, I couldn't be more excited. I'm really looking forward to this film. Danny Boyle is not directing though. I think Nia Da Costa is directing, so I'm really intrigued on seeing how she handles this world that Danny Boyle has created with the Years Later franchise. But either way, I think it will be good. And the second honorable mention film for me is This Is the Way, The Mandalorian and Grogu. He is getting his own film with Grogu. Man, I love The Mandalorian. The first two seasons, to me, even the second season, yes, I absolutely love them. They're brilliant. As a big Star Wars fan, as you can see here, I have Grogu, Baby Yoda. As a big Star Wars fan, I was really enjoying this Mandalorian series and the world that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni created within that universe. The characters are great. Pedro Pascal does an amazing job. Season 3 was kind of a letdown compared to first two, but to me, I still quite enjoyed it. And the ending to season 3, like the way the characters and where they ended up, was, I think, one of the strongest endings they could have had to like this Mandalorian show. So to see it continue in the new Mandalorian film, I am, like I said, I'm really intrigued. I mean, as a big Star Wars fan, I gotta be excited. Anyway, let's start my top 10 most anticipated films of 2026. Number 10. At number 10 comes Toy Story 5. I absolutely adore the Toy Story films. They are all amazing to me. There's no bad one. They're all just really good. I don't know, they are all quality. But I was thinking that I wish the series would have ended with 3. And when they announced 4, I was really skeptical about it. And when I watched it, I thought, okay, this feels like an amazing epilogue. I really loved it. But I'm not sure how they will handle Toy Story 5. Will it feel like another farewell, like the last two films? I don't know, it seems like it's gonna be a new adventure, and I love the fact that this film will tackle how technology overtakes traditional toys, so I think that dynamic will be a very interesting one to see. I'm really curious on how they will tackle like modern kids enjoying, iPads or TV and YouTube more than actually playing the toys. I think that can bring a lot of sad moments for the toys that we love, like Woody and Buzz. So let's see how that will turn out. Number 9. Next up is Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic directed by Antoine Fuqua. I really like the director. His films aren't the most amazing ones to me, but I think he's a solid director, and I think he will tackle this Michael Jackson film really well. From the trailers, this film looks brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. The music choices made me happy. The way the film looks was really good, and the set pics we've seen from this film looks really good. The actor Jafar Jackson is portraying Michael Jackson. I think he is the real life nephew of Michael Jackson, so he looks exactly like his uncle, and man, I couldn't be happier. I think this film will really celebrate Michael Jackson and his songs and what he has achieved in his life. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Will it tackle the more, controversial side of things after his death? I don't know, but apparently this is gonna be a two-part film. So part one will focus mainly, I think, his rise and like the peak of his popularity in 80s, 90s, and the second half maybe will be like the last years of his life, and maybe it will dabble with controversial side of his life, but I don't know. Either way, I'm really excited. I love Michael Jackson and his songs, and I cannot wait to see this film. It's gonna be really fun. Number 8. Project Hail Mary. I just started reading the book. Hang on. I got the book literally next to me. I just started reading. I think around like 60 pages into it. I'm taking my time with it, but the film looks brilliant. I mean, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the directors of 21 Jump Street and the Lego Movie, and the writers and producers of the Spider-Verse films, yeah. This film looks really fun, but the main thing that really excited me is the author of the book that the film is based on. He wrote The Martian, the book, which was adapted into the Matt Damon film. I adore that film. So if this film is close to how good Martian was, I'll be very happy. From the trailers, I think the overall tone and how the film actually looks, to me, looks really good. I think Lord and Miller are great directors, great writers. I think they will knock it out of the park. Yeah, I've only seen one or two trailers. I don't want to see any more. I'm contemplating on reading the book before the film or after. I don't know what I will do, but either way, I'm really excited for this film. And let's go on to number seven. Number seven. It's Clayface. DCU did a great start with Superman and Creature Commandos. I think James Gunn really put DC on the right track for me. I like the overall fun feeling of it, but I like that they're exploring different sides and different genres within DC because this Clayface film will be a body horror like classic The Fly or the newer film like The Substance, and it is written and produced by Mike Flanagan. I really, really like that director. He is absolutely brilliant. I wish he was directing, but the director of James Watkins, I heard some good things about his previous film, so I'm really looking forward to this film. It's gonna be a body horror, R-rated, smaller budget character study of Clayface, a failed actor. I mean, come on now. And he's taking inspiration from the episode of the Batman animated series. It's just music to my ears. I'm really, really excited for this. I'm actually more excited for this over Supergirl. Even though the Supergirl trailer looked really fun, but I don't know, the idea of making a film about Clayface in the vein of like a Joker, like I said, a character study, is really intriguing to me, and that's why it's on my list. Number six. Werewolf. Yeah, Robert Eggers' next film. I absolutely love this director. He's one of my favorite current directors. He did The Lighthouse, which is personally my favorite film of his. The Witch, obviously great. He did Nosferatu. I absolutely love it. And The Northman. His filmography is really good, so I cannot be more excited about his next film, Werewolf. A proper old school werewolf film that stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, and it's going to be like time accurate with the language. Apparently, they're going to use old school English, which I'm really curious. Will they use like subtitles or just leave it up to the viewers, ears and imagination on what the characters are actually saying? Because I'm sure a lot of people will struggle with how the characters will speak. But either way, I think this has a lot of potential. I put it on this list just because of director. Whatever Robert Eggers does will be up there on my list. The last film, Nosferatu, was amazing. I love the cinematography. I love how he brings this indie feel to these horror films that are actually quite big budget films compared to like other indie horror films. So I love the fact that he has the eye to make a beautifully created period film, and I think Werewolf will be another banger, which I cannot wait to see really. Number five. Next up on my list is Zach Gregor's Resident Evil. If you don't know who Zach Gregor is, he recently directed Weapons, which was in my top 10 films of last year. And before that, he did The Barbarian, which I didn't love it as much as other people did, but I think it was a solid debut film for him. Like Robert Eggers, he is someone who has a good eye for horror and like eerie atmospheres, but in a different, more fun way. I've seen his Weapons, and him tackling Resident Evil, man, I couldn't be more excited. I think this film is going to be a banger because I love Resident Evil, especially the original games like 1, 2, 3, and 4. And setting this film in Raccoon City on the day of the outbreak is a brilliant idea that follows different characters, not just like Leon or Jill. I think this is a good way to build out the mythology and the franchise and just focus on different characters. Like it's not just Leon or Claire or Jill that is, going to a Raccoon City while fighting zombies. There are other people who are trying to survive, and I think this film will be the best Resident Evil adaptation we've ever got because everything we got was quite shit. I'm sorry, but I did not enjoy any of the Resident Evil media, even though I'm a big fan of the games. But yeah, this being produced by PlayStation Productions has a big possibility of turning out to be great, but not just PlayStation Productions. Like I said, Zach Gregor, he's a brilliant director. He knows how to make horror. And I think he will make a very fun action survival horror film. Number 4. Okay, number 4 is Spider-Man 4, which is called Brand New Day. Yeah, I MCU Spider-Man films are my jam. I love these films. Even though I love Sam Raimi's films, I don't know, the MCU Spider-Man films just speak to me more. To me, they seem more classic comic accurate. But either way, I'm really excited for this film. But it's not being directed by John Watts. It is being directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. I mean, it's possibly the best alternative to John Watts because Destin directed Shang-Chi, and I think it is one of the best post-Endgame MCU films. I love that film, and he will bring a very good action to Spider-Man, and I think they will make it a bit more grounded. And the biggest thing for me is the suit. It looks real. We don't have to get any more of that CGI suit in the the trilogy with the John Watts. I don't know. I love when the suit looks real, like Sam Raimi's and even Andrew Garfield's. Like the suit actually looks real. That's one of the biggest factors I'm really looking forward to the film. But the film will feature Punisher, the Hulk, Scorpion is confirmed to appear, and maybe Kingpin. We'll see. I'm really excited for this film. I love Spider-Man. It's my favorite Marvel character. So yeah, whatever they do, I'll be there day one. Number 3. Okay, my top 3. All these 3 films could have interchanged between each other. Like yesterday, my current number 3 was my number 2, but today, either way, anyway, number 3 is Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Man, I cannot wait for this film. Christopher Nolan is my favorite director ever. His last film, Oppenheimer, dude, well, I mean, what else can I say? Interstellar, Dunkirk, Tenet, Prestige, Memento, come on now, Dark Knight trilogy, Inception. Anyway, I don't want to make this video a Christopher Nolan video, but the Odyssey looks incredible. Have you guys seen the trailer? Like, what do you think? Let me know down below. But to me, it looks epic. I don't care if the costumes look historically accurate or not. This is supposed to be a fictional film with, just mythological elements to it and fancy elements. So I do not expect everything to be historically accurate, and I don't want it to be. I mean, these costumes look so good. Come on now. But either way, the cast is stacked with Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway. From the trailers, the film looks to be shot on real life locations, which I absolutely adore that Christopher Nolan still uses these techniques. They're actually on the ship, in the sea. I can't be more excited. That trailer alone just made my excitement just go up like 1 billion%. I love the music choices in it. The cinematography looks beautiful, and I cannot wait for the Odyssey. Number 2. Okay, number 2 is Dune Part 3. I absolutely love Dune films. Dune 1 and 2 are some of the best cinematic experiences I had in a cinema. I'm not even lying. They just blew my mind. To see Denis Villeneuve come back with Dune Part 3, which will adapt the Dune Messiah book, man, I cannot be more excited. This film will be dark. This film will feature a lot of death, and yeah, I can't wait to see how he tackles Dune Messiah. I know he will change a lot of stuff, and I heard they're adapting Children of Dune as well, the third book. I don't know, but either way, the film is done. I hope the trailer comes out soon because these Dune films are just some of the best sci-fi films like in just last 20 years. They're just absolutely amazing. The cinematography and the music just elevates the whole thing. Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya are actually really good in these films, and just Denis Villeneuve just carries these Dune films. But there's another film that comes out on the same day as Dune 3, which is my number 1. Number 1. Avengers Doomsday, or as people like to call Avengers Doomsday, like Barbenheimer. Anyway, jokes aside, yeah, Avengers Doomsday. I'm a huge MCU fan. Yes, some of the films and TV shows after Endgame have been hit and miss, but I mean, it's an Avengers film. Come on now. Robert Downey Jr. is portraying Doctor Doom. I think it's a good idea. I know people are against that, but I think that's actually a very good idea. I think he will portray Doctor Doom in a very different fashion, and he can be intimidating, as you've seen in Oppenheimer. He plays, the antagonist role. But the teasers that's been leaked and officially released with Captain America, like Steve Rogers is back, man. Come on now. I love Steve Rogers is my favorite MCU character, so I love that he's back. I hope it doesn't undermine the ending of Endgame, but I trust the Russos and Kevin Feige. I think they're course correcting MCU. Have you guys seen that X-Men, like the leaked X-Men trailer? Mate, James Marsden as like Jim Lee classic Cyclops. Oh, I just got goosebumps. But I hope to see the official trailer soon so that I can see how Doom looks. I am really curious on how his costume design looks, how Robert Engineer sounds and acts. Either way, I cannot be more excited for this film. I think it's going to be dark and a lot of deaths will occur, I think. I hope they're not fake deaths because we know the MCU. But I think this film is literally the biggest and the most important MCU film they had in years, because even longtime fans are a bit against MCU now because of like the mediocre projects they produce. So this film has to make sure everyone that no, the MCU is back. We're better or good as ever. But either way, I am really excited for it, and it comes out on the same day as Dune. Dude, like someone has to move. I think Dune will move because Avengers is the bigger film and it will make the more money. That's what I assume. But I don't know. I hope they release on the same day because that will be a hell of a double feature. Anyway, so what is your top 10? Please let me know down below. The 2026 year is stacked with films. I wish I could have included more films, but this was my honorable mentions and my top 10. Either way, thank you very much for watching. I wish everyone a happy new year once again. As always, I'll see everyone on the next video.